Well, there are a couple of major events this weekend that the public and fans of the late UH quarterback Colt Brennan can attend.
That's right. Former UH coach and player Rich Miano joins former player John Vinnery in the Living 808 green room for all the details. How's it going, John?
Thanks, you guys. We appreciate it. Super honored to have the former coach and the guy that was actually responsible for recruiting Colt Brennan to Hawaii. He's my brother from another mother. Thank you so much for being here with us. We really appreciate it. There's some stuff to talk about because we have some exciting things coming up. Let's start, Coach, with what's coming up this Sunday.
Yeah, so Sunday is the celebration of life, and it's going to start at 8 a.m. in front of Duke's Restaurant, and we have the whole protocol with Kahu Cordell Keikoa, along with the MC, Kimo Kaho'oano. So there'll be speakers. We have June Jones, Timmy Chang, Nate Lauer, Gerald Welch, and that whole protocol. And then we'll be headed out with 4 canoes, 2 catamarans to spread the ashes, as well as a flower drop.
And this is also something that's available for the public. You were right in the middle of planning this whole thing. I'm curious to know what went into planning this whole thing.
Well, it's a huge endeavor because it's a weekend-long event. So we're going to have a football camp we'll talk later about on Saturday. But, you know, you had to get DNLR, Megan Straits. You had to talk to Donnie Dawson from Hawaii Film Festival, Didi Robello, Aloha Beach Services, Tracy Bush in terms of the Royal Hawaiian. So we've got canoes, and we've got, you know, permits, and we've got catamarans, and we've got people, and we've got MCs and entertainers and everything, and I think it's going to be a big-time event, and I think the state of Hawaii is excited.
It's the celebration of the life of one of the greatest quarterbacks, not just in Hawaii history, but in college football history. He was a guy who really did befriend. He was the friend of a lot of people, and he became kind of iconic.
Yeah, John, I've never seen a guy who, in 3 years, captured from Keiki to Kapuna, from Hilo to Hanalei. There's not a person, I mean, how he gravitated to the local boys, you know, that offensive line, all of the players. He was universally loved, and he would sign autographs for hours. He would do appearances. He loved the state of Hawaii as much as the state of Hawaii loved him. I don't think there's been an athlete at the University of Hawaii that was so loved and so recognized, and really the greatest football player in Hawaii history.
The public is invited Sunday. What's the plan?
The plan is the protocol will start at 8 o'clock. We'll be in the water at 9 o'clock, and then at 10:30 or so, I think it'll be finished. But, you know, you and I, we're football players, and we've got a little water skills. We want to make sure that some of these guys are careful because there's going to be a paddle out. So if you're thinking of paddling out and you're not a good surfer because you're a good football player, because the whole team's going to be there. Timmy Chang's bringing the whole team. Make sure you're safe, but this is going to be a wonderful event, and I can't wait for Sunday's festivities.
Yeah, so I guess safety is a huge issue here. We are dealing with public and in the water, but there should be quite a bit of people. There will be Colt's family on hand.
Yes.
And they're going to be spreading ashes.
Spreading ashes, spreading flowers. Colt's family, they will speak also. They'll be at our Saturday football clinic. It's a weekend-long festivities of, you know, celebrating a great life. And I think the message to young people is hey, as good as Colt lived, there was some tragedy, and it was based upon mental health and some other issues. So we want to spread that awareness to all the young people in Hawaii that, you know, stay away from drugs, do the right thing, make good decisions. And Colt was a tremendous role model, but unfortunately died in a very tragic death.
I wanted real quickly, but we have a few more moments before we go to break, but you recruited him. Could you tell that quick story?
Well, that story is amazing because Rand, the man who's in media, actually was showing me the tape of a wide receiver. I showed that to Ron Lee, and Ron Lee says, "Who's the quarterback?" I said, "Let me know. I'll call Saddleback." And I knew he had some connection to
the junior college, by the way.
Yeah, the junior college. And they said that he's not available because they had just won a national championship. And then I walked into June Jones's office, and I showed him the tape, and he goes, "Rich, this guy's unbelievable. Well, we don't need another quarterback. We have Tyler Grunke." And so then I come back with the quarterback coach, Dan Morrison, convinced June we need him, and then sure enough, the 48 hours of a recruiting trip, and then when he came on campus, you know, I think he was like Aaron Rodgers in terms of his ability. He would have been a first-round draft pick after his junior year. 58 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. This historically, statistically, one of the best seasons in college football. We were blessed to have him in our presence.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Stick around. We've got some more to talk about the weekend festivities surrounding Colt Brennan. We will be back with more Rich Miano in just a moment. Living 808 continues just after this quick break.